Hi, Zithandwa Zam. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, my name is Nomza. If you're a regular, thank you so much for dropping back by. But if you're new, why don't you hit the subscribe button so you can become a part of my family. Zithandwa Zam. 2 weeks ago, I posted on my community page what questions you'd like to ask me, and I didn't get much as I did previously. Maybe it's because I usually get more questions either on both platforms. I think more questions on Instagram, but on this particular day I ended up answering the questions on Instagram just in my stories, because I felt like it's a bit unfair to exclude my friends from Instagram, because some of them or most of them don't follow me here on YouTube. So I decided to just answer those questions on Instagram and then just keep it separate and do a sit down for YouTube, which is what we're doing right now. But I'm gonna attempt to do a bold cap method. I've tried it once before and it was an epic fail. I'm gonna give it a try again because I feel like my hairline is not doing great, because I do use gospel glue, and as you can see, my hairline is too close to my brows, so I end up using it here as well. I'm thinking if I use the ball cap method, I won't put glue directly on my hairline. I'll put it on the wig cap. So yeah, that was a long intro, but yeah, let's get started. I'll be installing my hair while doing the ball cap method while answering the questions. I've got my laptop right in front of me and I've got my community page open. So if you didn't ask me questions, look out for another one. I think we'll do another Q&A before the year ends. I like to do 2 a year. So yeah, this is the first one. Is it the first one? Yeah, it's the first one this year. So we'll do another one maybe in December. I don't know. Let's get this video started, darling.
You're special and she reckless. Remember, you're my bestest friend. Yeah, she my bestie. My love for you is endless. Nobody else can end it. And when I get the money back, then baby girl, you can spend.
Okay, let's do this. And before we start, also, I just want to mention that my son is sleeping right behind me. That's why I'm filming in this position. Hopefully you guys don't get distracted by the business behind me, you know, because my bed is not made because my little boy is sleeping. So okay, where's the wig cap? Here's the wig cap. So I've used this wig cap before. I do have a scissors right here. Let me put this wig over there because I'm not gonna need it anytime soon. Like literally, I'm gonna be working on this for the longest time, and I'm gonna take my time because I'm not a pro in this. Like I said, I've tried it before, it didn't work. We're giving it a second try. All right, let me open these questions. The first question is from Millicent M. She says, hello Zams, what are things marriage has taught you about yourself? She asked me 3 questions, so let me start with the first one. Actually, these questions are a lot because most people didn't ask one question, so yeah. Okay, what are things marriage has taught me about myself? Marriage literally, marriage made me realize that I'm very impatient, which is something I feel like I've really improved on. My husband can attest to that. I'm working on it. It also made me first she's asking me what taught me, right? It made me realize that I'm impatient, but in that it taught me patience. So it has taught me how to be patient, how to communicate better, which that's work in progress. Like literally, I feel like I'm making progress each year when it comes to communication, because Mina, ngiyathula nje. If I'm upset, I can just keep quiet and not say a word and not sit down and hash things out. But I've learned that that you need to communicate because we are a team. We need to make sure that we are always, aligned, and yeah, we just make sure that the other party is also happy. So marriage makes you learn to be considerate. So that's what I've learned, like communication and patience. Those are the two main things that marriage has taught me. Question number 2, would you leave corporate to be a stay-at-home mom? No and yes. So thing is, I have days like everyone else, like you find that you feel like, oh my god, I hate my job. Sure, it's been a long day, a client has hasn't been kind to you and you get all emotional. But at the end of the day, I love my job. I do love my job, and I'm on maternity leave. I was talking to my colleague / boss, and I was telling her that, oh my god, I miss the office. Like I miss working because I get bored really easily. So I don't think I would, unless I have a business on the side, then I would leave corporate. But I don't think I'd be like a stay-at-home mom and do nothing, like just be a stay-at-home mom. I don't think I can do that. Currently, I feel like I'm a stay-at-home mom since I'm on maternity leave, because what I do is in the morning, drop the kids at school. Both of them, they go to different schools. Pick them up, they finish at different times. Junior finishes at 12, Esetu finishes just before 2. So the driving kind of keeps me busy. So I guess I understand why some women really enjoy that, because you are present with your kids. Like all those birds, man. Let me blow dry this thing. Oh, quickly before I blow dry it. So I was saying, I understand why some women or parents or husbands or wives or whatever enjoy this, because you are so present in your kid's life. It's insane, because you get so much time. Like that's all you do. You look after your husband, your kids, and that's all you do, and yourself, I suppose, while they're at school or whatever. But like I wanted to say that for the first time ever since Junior started school, he started school this year. We're in July. At the time you see this video, maybe it'll be August, I don't know. But we are at the end of July now as I'm filming. It's the first time that I've actually volunteered to go assist them. They are having Grandparents' Day next week. I've never had the time to volunteer and do something to help with the school stuff, But because I'm on maternity leave and I have this much time on my hands, I can go to his school and assist, and he'll be happy to see me there, So it's a good thing, but I feel like I would have to balance it with something else. I can't just do stay-at-home mom on its own. I'd be mad. I would lose my mind. And the question is, what is your take on talking about sex, reproduction to smaller kids in the context of teaching them about sexual assault and rape? Let me blow dry. I'll fast track and then I'll come back. Okay. I'm gonna spray it again, because last time this thing didn't stick. So I'm gonna spray it again. Okay, I'm gonna put this elastic band in the meantime, just to dry it even further, because the last time this thing didn't dry, and I think that's what messed up the whole thing. So I'm gonna try and do all that I can to make it. Oh god, it's so tight. So where are my brows? Anyway, my take on talking about sex and reproduction to smaller kids in the context of teaching them about sexual assault and rape. This one is difficult, and my husband and I had this conversation I think about a month ago about how fast Esetu is growing, and we need to be intentional about these conversations with her. I have spoken to her. I think she was like 4 years old when I said to her, nobody's supposed to touch your private parts. This is mommy's area where mommy touches you here, and then that's it. No one else is supposed to touch you there. Even daddy is not supposed to touch you there, so that she doesn't think it's okay for any other male to do it if I say her dad can do it, So it's been very strict that no male figure is supposed to touch you here. Only mommy, when she's cleaning you and she's washing you, can do that. Otherwise, you wash yourself, you touch yourself there. That's it. No one else is supposed to. If anybody touches that area, you tell mommy. So that's how we started the conversation with her. So I just reminded, what did mommy say about your private precious area? And then she tells me. So even when she was complaining, I think I mentioned in one of my vlogs a few vlogs ago that her private part was a bit itchy because she was taking antibiotics. She had tummy flu, right? So she told me, mommy, this part is itchy. And I asked her, nobody touches you there? Did you tell anyone? She said no, you know. So I think she understands that, but as she gets older, because she's turning 7 next year, we need to start having harder conversations with her. And honestly, I don't know how to do that, but my mom is a teacher and she's quite good with these things, so I'll just ask for guidance from her. I don't think she fully understands. Honestly, she's a child, she's 6 years old, so my mom will guide me there. That was the last questions from Millicent M. Thank you so much for those questions. I really appreciate them. They're quite good, hey? They're quite good. I really enjoyed answering those questions. And then Grace Mkabela says, I admire you a lot. You really are sharing almost every detail about your life. So I don't really have a question regarding to your content. But since you said anything, let me drop this. I'm doing a BA in environmental management and I want opportunities. So any advice on how I can grow in my career path, expose myself to work opportunities easily. This is my 3rd year. I'm in Gauteng, Pretoria. Yo, I think my husband will be great with this. My husband is a proper academic, guys. I don't know how to answer this question, but guys, if you can share and help out Grace Mkabela, please drop it in the comment section. I'll also ask my husband to comment on this video and maybe answer this question for you. Then I'll pin his response below. Okay, hope that helps. Before we go to the next question, I'm going to take this thing off. Okie dokie. So the next question says, hey Zamo, this is from Rabione. Yeah, Rabione M. If I'm butchering your name, please forgive me. Hey Zamo, mine is not a question, but rather just a compliment. Sana, I love your boldness, yeah, and how you handle your household without forgetting yourself in the process. Oh my God, thank you so much. I try, guys. I really try to prioritize myself as well as much as I prioritize my kids and my husband. It's very important to me to always be fulfilled as well, to fill my cup, to look good. I love it. Oh, yay! It's dry. Okay, it's dry. I'm gonna put some powder on it. And then NPS 91. You know how YouTube is now with these handles, so that's what I'm seeing here. You are consistent with creating content. How do you do it? Because I love content. I love creating content. Like I can do it because I love it. Like I guess that's why I'm able to do it. But to just answer this question, like how do I do it? Maybe she's talking about how do I find the time. Currently, now that I'm on maternity leave, I try by all means to create content, like to set a day in the week, once a week or sometimes twice if I feel like I've got a lot of time on my hands, but generally just one day a week to create content. And then obviously vlogging is just documenting your life as you go, so vlogging is easy. But sometimes I do put my camera down when I want to be in the moment, because sometimes you're vlogging, you have to think about angles and all of that. If I don't want to think about angles, I'll just do a barrel and just take that and that's it. But because I really love content creation, and it's very sad that I only discovered it quite late in my life, but I really love it. And it's so easy. It doesn't feel like a job. It doesn't feel like I'm doing anything, you know, too strenuous, because I really enjoy it. So I guess it's because I enjoy it. That's how I do it. Babalwa no Nuntokovu, right? Hi Zithandwa, I notice you prioritize your self-care even though you have a lot on your plate. What's your motivation to take care of yourself, and how will you motivate other mommies who don't practice self-care? Guys, like I said, I have to fill my cup. Like, filling my cup ensures that I'm able to fill out of an empty cup, because as moms, guys, we go through so much. You can't let yourself go in the process of trying to be a present mom. Like, I'm not for that. So please try, like, even if it's just once a month, where it doesn't have to be expensive, guys, because I know some people like want to go to spas and things. Spas are expensive, but if you just take yourself out for breakfast, like go to Mark and Bean, have a piece of cake and coffee, or if you're not a coffee person, or tea or juice or whatever, I guarantee you won't spend more than 200 rands. So it's just about being away. Do a bit of window shopping or shopping if you can splurge, but it's not that much. And don't feel guilty about it. Please don't feel guilty about it. You know what I do when I go for self-care? I don't even go to the kids section to look at kids stuff, because if I go there, I know I'm going to buy stuff for my kids. I just go to the adult section if I end up going to the shops, and like, okay, let me buy myself one item if I don't have that much money. But if I'm planning on really shopping, then I go all out. But just avoid the kids section or the baby section, so that you're able to splurge on yourself. That's what I do. Oh, the scissors is not sharp. Okay, that's what I do, and I want you all to start prioritizing yourselves. Please can do it for me. Do it for me, please. If you're not doing it for yourself, just do it for Nomzamo at least. The scissors. Slayer says, looking beautiful. How is the baby doing? An essay to and Big Brother, are they adjusting to the new member? Guys, they are doing so well. So Junior, we did have like a bit of a, oh my god, the scissors. Hey, bo, hey, ma. Okay, maybe use this. A set of scissors, that would have been great. I'm gonna cut this first because I want to focus. Oh. Okay. Now what do we do here? This thing is too forward. Let me cut it some more. Way. Okay. Oh god, I better not cut myself. I think we did it. Don't you guys think it looks decent? I think it looks decent. I think it does look decent. I'm going to spray a little bit more just here, but I'll use my finger just to press this part down. The kids are doing well. Baby is growing. He's 2 months old as I'm filming this. He's doing well. He does have eczema, but I had eczema as well. Esetu has eczema, so we are trying to manage that. Junior has stopped taking the bottle since we discovered that he's allergic to cow's milk. He only has like he drinks water and has tea, I think once or twice a day, but not too excessively. So we are doing well in that department. The big sister is doing really well. She is the princess of the house, the drama queen, the loud one. So we are doing really well. I'm gonna put this again. They are doing really well, therefore we are happy parents. So yeah. Manyane Mpafi says, how are you coping with taking care of 3 kids while you have a 9 to 5? How do you usually try to spend time with them, show up for essay to school meetings? ? That's a great question. I think I'm gonna start installing my week now, and then I'll answer the question just now. This boy waking up or what? That's my rectangle comb. Did Esther to take it? Because she takes my stuff. Where is it here? Let's take this thing off. And this is how our bald cap looks like. Guys, I think I did a good job. Please let me know what you think. I'm gonna be using Ghost Bond glue, and I think I'm gonna answer I think there's like 2 more questions left. Once I'm done with those questions, I will fast track through me installing the wig. But yeah, let's answer this. So taking care of 3 kids and how I'm coping. It's not that difficult or challenging right now because I'm on maternity leave, but when I go back to work, we will see how it will go. But I'm also thinking it won't be as bad because my boy will be like 5 months, I think, when I go back to work. So yeah, and also I do have a helper, and she's quite great with SS2 and Junior. She just needs to start, stepping up with the little one, because he obviously spends more time with me when I'm at home. Unless I go out, then she'll spend time with him. But yeah, so as he grows, as he gets older, and when I do go back to work, I think things would have been much more stable. But right now it's okay. But my husband is always there. When it gets challenging, my husband steps in, the nanny steps in. So we are a team, so it's not that bad, but some days are challenging. I think I'm putting a lot of glue, but it's fine. I will spread it. And then I think this is the last question, if I'm not mistaken. It's Niza Bay. She says, hi mommy, are you guys going to hire a full-time helper? I think I've just answered that question just now, with the fact that I have a nanny. She's a stay-in, she's a full-time. She goes home twice a month, so she alternates weekends. And then, how's your mental health? Same question from Niza Bay. How's your mental health? How's Junior and Essence adjusting to the new baby? My mental health is, as I'm filming this, I'm great. It changes. It changes. Yeah, as I'm filming this, I'm fine. I'm good. But yeah, solo dates help with my mental health, and just being intentional about taking care of myself, like sitting down and for deciding to film and install this week. It's also a form of self-care for me, because I love looking good. So having a week on, especially when I use Ghost Bond glue, it stays on for like almost a week, so I know that I'm good. But yeah, it says, excuse me, I've been having coffee, and which I didn't even finish because it got cold. I hate cold coffee, so I'm now having water. And then SSV and Junior have adjusted so well to the baby. I was particularly worried about Junior, but so if I told you guys that Junior loves his brother, I think even more than Esetu does. Maybe Esetu is a bit grown, you know. She spends more time in a room. Junior wants to be around the baby all the time. Like, Junior wants to be around the baby all the time. Although they fight over things like the pacifier, the bottle. Now that Junior doesn't take the bottle because sometimes he wants to steal the baby's bottle. He wants to take the pacifier and suck it while we're not looking. When he wants to sleep, he will literally wrestle with the baby to take the dummy out of the baby's mouth, the pacifier as you guys call it. So but otherwise he absolutely adores him. He adores him. He kisses him all the time. He wants to carry him. He is so great with him. Esetu as well wants to carry him, wants to play the big sister role, but Esetu will spend their time with the baby, then she wants to be in a room and play with her babies, with her dolls. But yeah, they both have adjusted really well. So I think I've come to the end of the questions, and I think I'm gonna go off camera, install this week, because I don't think you'll want to see me installing this week. I will create a reel or something while I install the wig, and then come back here and close the video and show you guys the final result. Zithandwa Zam, this is the final look, and I think it looks really, really good. Let me brush it here. Brush it here. This is a very old wig. It's really old, and it's actually balding here on the center here, because I used to do a middle pat a lot, but now I don't, because it's very bald here, so I'm trying to hide that. That's why I did a side pat. But yeah, I think the hair looks good. I think the bald method is going to be my new favorite now that I've sort of like got the hang of it, I think. But you guys will let me know in the comment section. I'm not a baby hair person, but I think I might do baby hairs maybe tomorrow. But like when I first install the hair, I don't like to do baby hairs. Zithandwa Zam, thank you so much for tuning in. Hope you guys enjoyed this Q&A while I get my hair done. Well, not really hair, but bald cap method done. Thank you so much for tuning in. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a huge thumbs up and comment down below if you have anything to say. Love you guys so much. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. It's absolutely free. Okay, darling. Love you guys. Bye. I think I look cute or whatever. Bye now.